Hey guys, Gary here again with my second video for the day. Thank you guys again for watching the video I did earlier with my movie collection. I don't know if I'll get a lot of views off of it. You know, it was just something I wanted to talk about, so I was glad to do that. But now I'm going to finally show you guys my Final Fantasy VII Shrine collection area. I've been really wanting to do this for several weeks, really since I started, when I made my channel and started doing videos. I really wanted to do that. But I had so much crap piled up over there, I just wasn't comfortable showing it off. I was kind of embarrassed about it. I'm kind of a neat freak, and so I just want to get it cleaned up. That way it looks organized, and I can show you guys stuff without stuff obstructing the view. So what we'll do is we'll cut over there. I'll just kind of show you everything I have. If I can remember where, when I got it, how much, I'll try to talk about that. So I'm really excited to do this, and without further ado, we'll cut over there and check it out. Alright guys, so here it is. This is pretty much my whole Final Fantasy VII collection over here. I'm just going to do a quick pan over really quick, and I'm sorry if the lighting kind of sucks. It's kind of a dark corner over here. The lighting's not the best. But like I said, I'll do a quick pan over here just to give you an idea of what all there is, and then you know, I'll start talking about what it is and just all that fun stuff. So up here, just kind of a mishmash of things, mostly like the bigger, more expensive statues that I've picked up over the years. So up front, there's Cloud with his Buster Sword. I got that on eBay for a really good deal. I was trying to get that for a long time, but you know, usually it goes for like well over $100. I just got lucky one night. I was up late. eBay auction ended early, or it ended about 3 a.m. or something like that, and I got it, I think, for $60 or $70. So I was really happy. And most of the stuff, you know, has the original boxes. I'm pretty picky about that. So next up is the Kingdom Hearts Cloud, which I think is the most badass iteration of Cloud. I love the way he looks. You know, he's got the... I haven't played the Kingdom Hearts games yet, which I'm really embarrassed to say. When those games came out, I was still in high school, so I was kind of in that phase where I thought I was too badass for Disney titles. Even though I had Final Fantasy VII in it, I guess I just kind of grew out of it for a while. But anyway, I think he just looks badass. He's got I don't know what that is. It looks like some kind of bandage wrapped around the Buster Sword, and he's got the cape on there. He kind of looks like kind of a mixture of Vincent. He's got that glove on. I'm guessing that's probably what he's supposed to be. They probably tell it in the story. I just need to play the game. But I got that figure. It was like 20 bucks, brand new. Decided I was gonna keep it in the package, but decided to open it. It just looks cool. Next up here is Vincent, looking like a badass. He's probably my second favorite character in the Final Fantasy VII series. Got that for a good deal as well. I think I got it for $30 shipped. I was really happy. I don't know why nobody bid on it. It was brand new. Next up is the Kingdom Hearts version of Sephiroth, which that's probably my favorite Sephiroth figure. He just, again, him and Cloud both look like complete badasses in that series. I love his outfit. Sephiroth, he's by far my favorite video game character / villain. He's a complete badass. Yeah, I love him. He's awesome. And then this next one is the statue as well. Again, got that for a great deal on eBay. I think I got it for $50 or $60 shipped, so I was very, very happy with that. Back there behind them is I think it's the Advent Children Sephiroth figure, if you can see it. That one's still brand new sealed. I got that on eBay. I don't remember how much it was. I got it for a really good deal though. And then right above that is the Trading Arts little miniature Sephiroth figure. It's really cool. I thought about opening it and taking it out, but I don't know. It pains me to open sealed packaging, even though they look cooler when they're outposed. I had to keep some sealed. So, and then we have the Trading Arts Kai series with Cloud. He's got his little Buster Sword and his little faces and his Fenrir motorcycle. I like that thing. I kind of want to take it out, but again, I'm just kind of a weirdo about that stuff. And then we have the Final Fantasy, I think it's the Trading Arts, Dissidia. This one's really badass as well. Yet again, another one I'd love to take out and show off. And then the Trading Arts little miniature Vincent figure. Alright, and then down here, these are, I want to say this is like the series #1 of the figure, so this is actually modeled off the video game. Next up we got Yuffie with her little, I'm having a brain fart here, what her weapon's called, but her little Windstar weapon. Sephiroth back there with his Masamune. I'm not sure how you say it. It's not exactly Japanese. I don't know if it's Masamune or Masamune or how you say it, but he's got his big-ass sword back there, and I like the way when he poses like that. Then we got Aerith up here, ready to kick some ass, even though she doesn't last very long. And then we got a Cloud back there. I was trying to kind of replicate, you know, what he looks like on the cover with his Buster Sword. His arm looks a little retarded, though. It looks like he dislocated his shoulder, and he's just kind of stuck there. And that one, I think, was it was a Dissidia figure. I'm drawing a blank. I wish I had the boxes here, I could tell you. And then this one's a really, I don't know why, but Red 13, almost every figure of his are super expensive and super hard to find. I think the only reason I got this was because one day I was on eBay and there was a lot of like 15 figures, which is where I got a bulk of these. And I got it for like $300. Most people don't shell that much money out, but it was a hell of a deal when you figure out how much they go for nowadays. I think he usually goes for easily $100, if not more. So I was very happy to get that. I like him a lot. Both him and the Bondi ones are really cool. Then you got Tifa up there with her big old boobies. I know. I was gonna try not to say it, but it's like the elephant in the room. She's got big boobies. That's why everybody likes her. She's a badass. She really is. It's funny when you go to eBay and you try to search for like Tifa statues. They put that in the keyword like big boobs or big tits or something like that because I guess it'll help get more hits on it. It cracks me up every time I see it on there. Unfortunately, I don't have her statue up there like I do Sephiroth and Vincent. I almost got it once for really cheap, and for whatever reason I just didn't have the money. I really kick myself for not getting it. Down here is kind of it's really dark, I know. Kind of a mishmash. It's a mixture of the Advent Children figures along with some Crisis Core figures. So over here you got Yuffie from the Advent Children movie, and then you got Sephiroth down here in his Advent Children form, which I like the video game version better. I think he looks, I don't know, I liked Advent Children the movie. It's just they kind of made everybody look almost kind of emo-ish, like Kadaj and all them. They irritated the crap out of me. Even Cloud, I loved him in the game before I saw the movie, and it just kind of killed his character for me. He just came off as really whiny and emo, and it kind of sucks. But anyway, so there's Aerith from Crisis Core. I really like it. I like her little dress. She's really cute in that game. And I got Cloud there, just kind of acting like a gentleman, like, "Howdy there, ma'am. How you doing? You got some flowers? That's pretty." And then back there you got Vincent, which I liked him in the movie. He was pretty badass. They kind of made him like almost like a vampire character, which is, essentially what he was in the game anyway, but they kind of gave him a Twilight feel to it after going back and watching it. So then right there you've got Tifa, which I don't like that outfit quite as much. I like the shoes. They're pretty badass. They kind of look like they're Chuck high tops, but yeah, I don't dig the outfit quite as much as the video game version. And then you got Kadaj back there, which I just pretty much told you how I feel about him. Sorry you can't see him too well, but I don't think most people care about him anyway. And then you got Cloud there, of course, with his little sleeve on to cover up his nasties. He's got the nasty boo-boo on his arm, and his updated Buster Sword. I do like that quite a bit. I like what they did with combining a bunch of his swords into one big one, and he can, at the end when he shoots it off into like 10 different swords and just jacks Sephiroth up. It's pretty sweet. Down here I've got a mixture. I've got the whole Bondi figure collection, which they're really cool. I like them a lot. They're just really tiny. And they're probably the cheapest ones to get. So if you're going to get into collecting Final Fantasy VII stuff, I would start with those, because usually, if you watch eBay close enough and if you kind of watch it really closely, you can probably get them for pretty cheap. I think I ended up getting all these for less than $20 a piece. Some of them I got them for even less than $10 a piece. And of course, Red 13, he was the hardest one to find. He was the most expensive. I think I paid about what did I pay? $30, which is still really good. He goes for probably 50 plus easy, even on a good day. So I do like those a lot. I like the figures. Barrett, that's like the only. I'm glad they made a figure of him, but I wish they would have made one of these figures, the trading arts or the play arts, a bigger one. He got him and Sid really got screwed over. Sid didn't get anything. Like, the only way you can get Sid is there's these tiny little keychains that you can get. They're officially made, but they're really tiny. They're probably a quarter the size of these. So I feel bad for Sid. He was a cool character too. So anyway, there's Sephiroth there. Again, as you can tell, I like it when he has a sword kind of going backwards, holding it like that. And if I remember correctly, I think that's how he holds it whenever you play the game and you get to play him for the whole 5 seconds. I think that's how he holds it. No, he doesn't. Never mind. He kind of holds it in the forward position. But anyway, there's Cloud there. And then the Chocobo, which comes with Aerith. You got Red 13. And then you've got Tifa, which comes with Frog there. Barrett, big old badass. And then you got Vincent. And then behind those, this is a Final Fantasy VII Collector's Edition video, which is, I think, something that they sent out to like game stores to kind of play when it was coming out, just to kind of show it off and get people interested. And then back there is a Final Fantasy VII demo disc. I don't know if that was really officially made, or who put that out, or if it's kind of a bootleg or something, but it's still sealed and it was cool. I think I got it for like $5. So in that video, I think I got it for less than 10, so I was pretty happy about it. Behind it, I'll kind of move that there. You've got, I think that's the newest physical copy of the PC version that you can get. It's pretty cool. I like the cover art on it. I just wish it took up the whole thing rather than kind of a small section of it. And then my favorite personal edition of the PC games back here is the kind of trapezoid box. I've always loved it, even when I first bought Final Fantasy VII back in like 99, 2000. We go to Hastings a lot, and I'd always see it there, and I wanted to buy it, but we had a really crappy computer with like Windows 95, so I don't think I could play it on there. But I always liked the box, and then I've got it wrapped up to kind of keep it protected, but I like the artwork a lot. I think you can fold it open. Yeah, down there, like in that little corner right there, you can fold that open, and it's got, the picture of Sephiroth in the fire. It's so awesome. And I got that for like $20 or so. And then right here you have the Eidos Platinum Collection of Final Fantasy VII. I think this is kind of like a greatest hits version for the PC, and it's still sealed, so I'm very, very happy about that. And I got it for a phenomenal deal. Someone put it up for a buy it now, and I think I picked it up for like $20, if even that. So very, very cool. There's a lot more iterations of the PC version I'd love to get. They kind of go for a stupid amount, especially like the ones in, I think, the French version or something like that. And then we have the Final Fantasy VII Advent Children Limited Edition Collector Set, which is very, very cool. It's still sealed. When I was in the military, I was at work one day. I think we were on lockdown, so if any of you guys have ever served, you know what lockdown's like. You're stuck sitting at the battery, whatever battery you're coming on. You're just stuck sitting there waiting for the commander to let you go. So I was sitting there screwing around on my phone, and I saw it was an auction, and it was at like $2.99 with no bids. I sniped it last second, got it for like $5 shipped. The guy was pretty pissed off. I'm surprised he sent it to me, but I'm glad he did, because it's cool. It's sealed and everything like that. And then over here we have a Game Brain VHS, which it's not specific. I mean, it's not just Final Fantasy VII. It's got other game reviews on there, but they do talk about Final Fantasy VII. And it's really silly. Like, I found a clip of it on YouTube. If you get a chance, look it up. I'll try to, if I can, I'll find a link and put it down in the description below. But there's a dude who does a review of the game, and it's just so campy and corny. Like, it's typical late 99, or late 90s, early 2000s fashion. I think he kind of like green screens himself in there with the chocobos at one point and tries to talk like one. It's so stupid, but God, it's funnier than crap. I laughed pretty hard at it. I haven't watched it in a while, so my memory's a little foggy. And then down here, again, it's just kind of a combination. Up front is mostly games, from every, like, NTSC, Japanese, PAL region. And then in the back, have some DVDs. And then just various things. I'll kind of go through this. And again, I'm really sorry about the lighting in here, guys. I thought it was going to be better than this, but... in the back is Final Fantasy VII on DVD, just, the regular DVD you pick up in the store. Next up is Final Fantasy VII Dirge of Cerberus, which I've not yet played. I've not heard the greatest things about it, and I really do want to play it because I like Vincent a lot, but I just haven't got that far. I'm a little ashamed of myself, I know. And this was kind of a cool DVD I picked up. I think it's from Japan. Yeah, it's from Japan, and I saw it on eBay one day, and I just really like the cover art. Japan always seems to have so much better cover art for all the games they have, and even sometimes the movies. It just really bums me out. So I picked that up for like $5, and it was free shipping from Japan, so that was even cooler. And this, you really can't see it because the case is dark, but it's the Final Fantasy VII piano collection. I really liked it a lot. It's really nice to listen to. Like if you're just in a really chill mood and you want to hear some Final Fantasy VII music without getting too amped up, I guess. Back there is the Final Fantasy VII Advent Children Blu-ray. And then there is the Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core. It's like the limited edition foil version that you got from Best Buy, I think is a pre-order. I got that really cheap because I know it can go for a pretty penny, and I think I got it on eBay for like $3 or $4 with a couple dollars shipping, so very happy about that. And then up front here, like I said, just several iterations of the game, a couple other things. Over here, I've got 2 copies of the Greatest Hits version. One of them's complete, one's got a couple discs missing. So I don't know why I threw both of them up there, I just had them. And then this one is one of the PAL versions. It's like the Greatest Hits version over there, so it's got the gray bottom. I really like the artwork on these, and these were really, these took me a couple years to get. I'd rarely see them, and when I did, people usually bid on them very high, so they'd go for well over $30 a piece. But I want to say I got this one for cheap. It was like $15. And this one is by far my favorite artwork. This is the one from Japan, and I want to say this is like the second version they put out, that white one being the first. I think this is the second one they did, and it's just really awesome. It's got, you know, the Final Fantasy VII logo with Comet in the back, and it's got this blue color to it if you can see it, and it's got Midgar in the background. And then you go on the back and it shows some, you know, pictures of the game, of course. And you know, anything Japanese, I'm just so obsessed with. I love that crap. I wish it had, there's a little spine that comes with it that I wish that came with it, but I don't have it, unfortunately. And that, I think, came from Japan. I think I paid about probably $20 for. Of course, the Black Label Final Fantasy VII, which this is actually the one that I bought when I first bought it back in 1999, I think it was. So it's really cool that I still have it. If you guys watch my channel, you know, I talked about having a whole bunch of really awesome PlayStation 1 RPGs that I unfortunately sold. This and Tales of Destiny were the only ones that I kept, so I'm very glad that I did. It's just really cool that I've had this for so long. The case got kind of beat up from all the years of moving, so I replaced it, but it looks phenomenal. The discs obviously have some use because I played it so much and moved it around a lot. And then this is like the Black Label PAL version. I like this one a lot. It's kind of a close second for me on the artwork. It's simplistic, but it's gorgeous. I love it. And the back is really awesome. It's kind of like the front of the Japanese one with the Midgar and the Comet. But the pictures I really like. You know, it's got the one with Cloud and Aerith, and you got Ifrit on there. He's a beast. So I like that one a lot. And then, like I said, I think this is the original Japanese one that came out. Again, it's really simple, but I absolutely love it. I prefer this one even over ours. And then here I've got the soundtrack. I mean, if you're going to collect for Final Fantasy VII, anybody that's played the game knows that the soundtrack is just absolutely fantastic. It's amazing. So this is a must-have for any collector. I've listened to this many, many times. I listen to it on YouTube all the time at work. It's just a fantastic soundtrack. And then finally, this is very similar to that version of the Japanese one. It's just like a Greatest Hits version, basically. That's why it's got the B down there and the little black border around it. The back's a little bit different. I think there's like one picture that got taken off, but it's essentially the same. So that's pretty much everything I have over there, guys. And then over here, I've got, you know, all my books and strategy guides kind of mishmashed together. I need to build down here, like right now I've got my Zelda treasure chest with all the guides and then just a couple random things over there. I need to get another shelving unit for here and put just the Final Fantasy VII books and strategy guides up there to show those off. So I'll kind of look through here and see which ones I can point out to you. Right there we have the Crisis Core guide, which I found pretty helpful, especially when mixing the materia. I haven't played it in a while, so I'm kind of rusty at how that works, but it was quite a bit of help. Let's see what else. And I'll pull them out and show you guys. I mean, it's just basically the same cover. So there's that, the old school original, guide. This is the same one that I've had since I bought the game back in the 90s. So very, very happy to have it. It's pretty beat to hell though, because I mean, I used it a lot. I took it to school all the time. I would, draw the characters in there because they have really good artwork. I'll kind of flip through and show you guys. If I can find any, maybe. Because there's a section where they talk about the characters and they show their
pictures. So yeah, I would sit there and sketch these all day. I had so much fun doing that. And then I had a Game Shark, so if you can see them, I had all the cheats on there. So they had like infinite HP, they'd max out on their levels really quick. I played that game so much, God. And then I don't know what happened to the other side of the poster. I'm kind of bummed out it's not there. I've only got half of it, so I'll probably rebuy this at some point. This is probably the best guide out there. I think a lot of people agree. It does tell you like the best things to go for, how to get there. It's just a really cool book. And there's a really kick-ass poster in there. Unfortunately, this one didn't have it. And if you guys know, if you guys are collecting for it, this goes for quite a bit. I got lucky to get this for $10. Even without the poster. I've seen them go for, $60, $70, $80 sometimes, so. The City of Final Fantasy, I mean, that's not really 7, but it's got characters on there. There's Sephiroth there. Or not Sephiroth, Cloud. Let's see what else we've got. Bear with me, guys. I'm sorry. There's 8. There's Zelda. I don't know if there's many other 7. Oh yeah, this one I just got not too long ago. I've been trying to get this for a while. It tends to go for a lot. I don't know why. It's not a very good guide, really. It doesn't even really have many pictures. It's just mostly text. It's pretty boring. But I really like the cover art to it. It's very unique. And I finally got this, I think, a couple months ago for like $10 for the Goodwill. And I was amazed at how good a shape it came in, because it said good condition. Usually that means it's going to be tore to crap when you get it. Let's see, Punisher. And then this, I showed you guys recently in one of my pickup videos, but just an Advent Children book from Japan. This talks about the movie. It's got some pretty cool artwork in there from the movie. So I can't remember how much I paid for it. It's less than $10. Let's see what else we got. That 8. That's not it. Oh, here's another little. This is like a guide that was for the PC. Again, it's really boring. There's really not many pictures. I guess there are, actually. I take it back. But it's not color. It's black and white. So, I mean, it's not the most exciting thing to look at. But it's still a cool book. It's not very big. I like that. It's not overly done. And I don't remember what I paid for it. I've had this for a couple years, but it's pretty cool to have. And then another Japanese book. This one I was really excited to get. I only paid like $6 for it, and it's another one of those things that kind of goes for well over that. But this has awesome artwork. It's a complete walkthrough of the game, and it's in Japanese, so I can only read some of it. I can't read the whole thing. But it's just got amazing pictures in it. It's just beautifully done. I mean, if you can tell from Yuffie, they did a really good job with this. Again, much better than we got here in the U.S. And I think this is actually, this is pretty new, so they obviously had time to go back and kind of redo it. But, they've got artwork, kind of, primitive artwork of the bosses as they were designing them. There's even a section in here that shows every single materia, what it does. It's got a good picture of it. Accessories, it shows every accessory. Weapons, that's like one of my favorite ones. It shows every weapon. It's got a cool picture of it. Talks about the materia slots and everything like that. This is a really cool book, so if you guys get a chance, definitely pick this one up. It's just very well done. This is another, I think it's another guide. Yeah, these are kind of hard to come by, and usually when you do that, you're going to pay quite a bit for it. Again, I just got lucky on this. I paid probably $15 for it, and it was luckily here in the U.S., so I didn't have to pay a lot for shipping. Again, it's in Japanese. It's got really good pictures for the walkthrough. Not quite as cool as that last one I showed, but it's still a pretty good book. There's another one. This one's got, if you can see it, this one's got Cloud on it. There's another one that's green. It's got Aerith kind of in the background. I need to get that one. And that's actually it. So I'm trying to make sure I showed everything I have as far as my Final Fantasy VII merchandise and stuff like that, but I think that's it. There's a lot more stuff I'd love to have. Like, they made Pepsi products, Pepsi promos, Coke promos, a whole bunch of stuff. There's like little cans of potions. There was like a potion collector set you could get. Energy drinks that came in cans. That came with little figures. There's so much stuff. It gets really, really expensive. I mean, obviously Final Fantasy VII is it's got a huge following, so a lot of people collect for it. So it kind of commands pretty crazy prices. But I try to keep this short, guys. Like I said, I get really excited about it. I absolutely love Final Fantasy VII. It's by far my all-time favorite game in the world, favorite RPG, favorite series, everything. It's so amazing. It really is. It definitely shaped me into the gamer, and kind of the person I am, essentially, because had I not played it, I wouldn't have got into RPGs, I wouldn't have got so into gaming, and, you know, it's kind of hard to say. It's weird to say that a game changed my life, but it really did. So thank you guys very much for sticking through this video. I really appreciate it. I'm so glad I finally got to do it. If you guys have Final Fantasy VII, I can't say it today, Final Fantasy VII collections, definitely, you know, do a video response. I would love to see what you guys have, or even just, you know, put some pictures up if you can to show me what you have. I'd love to see it. I could talk about this stuff all day. Oh, there's one thing I missed back there. It's a God, there's two things I missed. Good lord. There's Cloud. He's still in the package. I've got one loose, but I somehow picked up another one. That one's still sealed, the Crisis Core version. And then this would probably be the first thing I'd recommend for new collectors to get. It's the Bondi collection. It doesn't have all of them, but as you can see, it's got Tifa, Barret, Cloud, Aerith, Frog, and Chocobo, and it's all in one box set. Usually you can get it for less than like $30. This one's kind of beat up. I got it for really cheap. That's why I grabbed it. But if you're going to start collecting, that would probably be one of the first things I'd say to get, is because you can just kind of knock them all out in one fell swoop. So anyway, thanks a lot, guys, for watching. I appreciate it. If you could, please like the video, subscribe if you haven't. Leave comments below. Like I said, I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about my collection. If you like it, if you hate it, if it's great, if it sucks, you know, what you guys have, what I should look for, anything like that. I'd love to hear from you guys. So thank you very much again for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.
Ha ha ha.